We are driving through Lion Country Safari on our way to see Santa Claus. We are very excited. We got all the other animals. They're all waiting, anticipating, waiting for the big guy's arrival. They're like, let's go. Let's go see the big guy. We all been good all year. Entering the Gur Forest. What kind of creatures shall we see? I'm excited. You excited?
So excited.
You're so excited?
They are...
What are the animals doing?
They're eager. They're anticipating. They can't wait. Here comes one right now. Look at this. We have a nice ostrich.
He's
right
excited and anticipating and eager.
He's so eager, he's walking away.
Comes our reindeer. Lost him. Where'd the reindeer go?
Hello, zebra friend.
It's a reindeer. We are at Lion Country Safari, Loxahatchee, Florida, and we are eagerly awaiting the arrival of Santa Claus. Santa Claus is going to come here and bring presents to all the chimpanzees. Got chairs lined up, and look at them all walking. We're all excited and coming. And it's fascinating to hear and see what they do, the hierarchy, and how they're all very curious, and they get gifts of fruits, nuts, clothing, stuffed animals. They really do it up on these guys, and they love it a lot. They got these bridges, and they're all on different islands, and then they come across and they visit the big guy. It's a lot of fun. So let's take our seat.
So we're going to do a simultaneous shift. So we've got two groups coming out. So we've got this island here on the right. That's island 2. So that's group 3 that's going to be coming out. They're going to be coming out of this island. That's our baby group. So really make sure you're watching those guys. I mean, they're all important, of course, but who doesn't love babies, right? Tonk is the bigger child, and he's going to be 4, I think, in like a couple weeks. And Lily is 3 years old. She's the smaller one. And so you should be able to tell the difference. Tonk's got a big old Buddha belly on him right now. He's eating really well, stealing from mom every day. You know, the usual. I'm sure you moms understand that. We're going to get ready to shift, and just I'm going to be quiet so you can kind of hear their happy noises, and then I'll try to be the commentary as they're going through, okay? And I think we're ready now.
Here goes.
So as you can see, those bridges are turning and connecting those bridges, the 2 islands together. And this is really great because this kind of emulates a behavior in the wild that they would exhibit, where they're very nomadic. They're foragers, so they're going from territory to territory searching for food. Of course, I don't think that in the wild there are Christmas gifts. I could be wrong.
Wait for me,
I don't think there's just random Christmas gifts in the forest. Ben is that big male sprinting, very excited. That's our alpha male of that group.
Oh, look at these. Look how big that one is.
And so if you look on the left here, Sabrina is the one that's crossing the bridge currently. And keep an eye on this middle area here. The boys might display at each other on these piers. Figment's already trying to do that. Figment is this guy on the left. And Juniper saying hi. Juniper has Lily on her chest there. And that's Irene getting out of Benjamin's way. Here he goes. You tell him, Ben. You tell him. He's like, this is my group. And so we'll go from left to right on this island. So you've got Sabrina, And then in the back there, the big male, that's Boo. And then the one kind of walking away from us on the peak of the hill, that's Orbit. And then the one with her big butt facing us, that's Dandy. And then Figment is the one walking away here. And now he's got a whole pile there. Good job. Oh, just a quick reconnaissance. He'll circle back on shore. And from left to right here, you've got Juniper, and you've got Lily. There's our talk. I can't see him now. I think that's Lily. And then you've got Benjamin and Jake Freeman. And you've got Irene, and then you've got Tonk on the little pirate mask there. These are all happy food noises. You want to hear this? It's not like with humans. When humans are having a good meal, we shut up and we're not really talking. We're focusing on food. These guys, they like to make noise. They like to let everybody know they're enjoying the food. And so if you look on the left, this big male coming up, that's Bamboo. The far back to the right. And he's not really going for presents just yet. He's still kind of displaying. And that's pretty normal for an alpha male. He's showing how big and bad he is. And Jake is very excited. Hasn't stopped screaming the whole time. And so now these island systems that we have them on are actually really fantastic. So chimps cannot swim. So this is actually just a nice natural barrier to kind of keep them where we need them to be. But you will, however, during the summer, since our guys were kind of brought up around this water, that you will see them kind of wade in the water and try to cool down. And so we call them little booty dips. They'll dunk their butts in the water and it kind of helps thermoregulate, kind of keep them cool. And so we've got all these presents here. These presents are filled with hay, clothes, part of their diet. We've got peanuts, sunflower seeds, and a little bit of popcorn here. Popcorn is not normally something we give our chimps. It's very special for them to get this. So they're very excited. And so chimps in the wild are found in Africa, in Central and Western Africa. And so they're currently threatened mostly from humans encroaching in on their territory. As more and more humans need homes, their territory is getting encroached upon. And they do find themselves in conflicts with local farmers because chimps will actually raid their crops as they're searching for their food. So that's also another danger for chimpanzees. Of course, these guys don't have to worry about this here. They don't really have much worry at all other than what's going to be in these boxes. Yeah, Lily's got to get out of the way. Mom's busy. And so if you look here, this is Benjamin. And Benjamin is our alpha male, and he's got his beta to the left, Jake. Jake is kind of his backup. So it's very important for an alpha male to have a buddy. It's a very stressful job being an alpha male. You have to keep everybody from hurting each other, but you also have to keep them from hurting you, right? And so it's very important that you have allies. And so very smart to have another big, strong male that's also your best buddy, right? So really, a lot of the times, those betas have a lot more power than they really think they do. Because they'll, if that beta turns on you and that alpha is alone, now he's got the whole group to deal with. So it's a constant, and you'll see this throughout. If you come through again and you'll see this very, very often. Alpha is constantly displaying. They have to keep that air of superiority, right? They have to make sure that everybody respects them so that they can kind of keep them in check. Again, chimpanzees, they're very aggressive. They do not make good pets. No matter what anybody says, they are incredibly powerful. Tonk is already, even little Tonk at 4 years old is very, very strong for his size. And they are just very naturally aggressive. And so, like I was saying before, fights, they're very normal, but they're also very healthy for the group because if you've ever fought with a loved one, what do you do after you fight with a loved one? You make up. And then usually that'll make the relationship stronger. Hopefully you make up. So that's pretty normal for them. And I was explaining before to a group earlier, wounds are also very normal for chimps to get. It happens. They fight often, and that's kind of normal. So this is what we have this chimp house. We bring them in regularly. That way we can get a close look at them, make sure these wounds aren't serious. I would say more than 90% of them, they can take care of themselves, and they'll actually pick the hair away from the wound, and they'll keep it clean. And they'll groom each other, and again, that's more bonding with those troop members. So that's incredibly important, and you'll see that a lot, grooming, and that's just more like, hey, let's be friends. Are we still friends? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay, cool. And so it's a constant thing, and so you'll see that the alpha will do that a lot with his second, his beta, and they'll groom each other. They'll have a nice close bond. So Boo is our alpha male here, and Figment is kind of his backup. Figment very much respects Boo. Boo is a very, very large chimpanzee, and he was in the house for quite a bit. He's got a little bit of house fat on him, and hopefully once he's out, he's going to work some of that off, I would hope. Very easy life being in the house, so hopefully he'll work some of that off. I feel like I got to do that too sometime. So yes, so fighting, making up, growing those bonds, incredibly important. These guys are incredibly social animals. They need to be with other chimpanzees. Another reason why they do not make great pets. I cannot stress that enough. They need to be with their own. It's like if an alien abducted you and took you to another planet and you never saw another human again, you'd probably also be pretty upset. And so that's no different than the pet trade, right? Tonk has been throwing a lot of tantrums, and he's throwing one now. He's just at that age, and Irene and Juniper have different parenting styles. I don't know if you've noticed it yet. Irene is kind of the mom that goes to Walmart and lets the kid destroy the whole store. Yeah, go for it. And Juniper is more of like a helicopter mom. Yeah. So really, actually was a little too much of a helicopter mom. We try to log milestones of infant development, and she was kind of slowing that down because she was so on top of Lily and making sure she was good. And he's still throwing a fit. He's a little baby. You, Punk. We're still trying to get him to that. I don't know if he necessarily knows his name just yet, but all the others know their name very, very well. Irene! Irene! Oh, busy. Prove me wrong. He's like, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Now we're gonna have our chimp elves here. This is, from left to right, this is Yulia, and this is Lee. This is CJ, our newest addition to the chimp team. And they're all going to be throwing our presents here, and they're all going to make it to the island. And there's absolutely no pressure at all, but also don't screw it up, because you've got so many people watching. No pressure though. Let's see if anybody comes down. Benjamin! Oh, look at that. First one. That's a good start. Oh. We call that good enough. All right. He's on the board.
He's eating stuff right off the tree.
Does anybody have any questions so far? You guys have favorite food that you like to eat a lot? Everybody's answer might be different with their favorite food. These guys are pretty much the same. Some of these guys, they really enjoy our mangoes. We have a couple mango trees here. We get mangoes every summer. That is a big time favorite with a lot of them. Bananas are pretty popular, but shockingly enough, I don't think they're the most popular thing. When I think of bananas, oranges are a big one, strawberries, it's mostly the fruit. So during the mornings, when we'll go on the islands, we'll go on an empty island, we'll clean it, we'll set it up with their food. They get a biscuit. It's kind of similar to like dog kibble. And that is a little
good one.
Provide them with 2 different veggies, 2 different fruits. It's different every single day. So that's the first thing in the morning. Because just like you and I don't like to do the same thing every day. This is the most dangerous animal. I would argue the most dangerous animal. I would argue they're more dangerous than lions because of how intelligent they are. For a perfect example is Jen, one of our chimps. She actually got to the, if you can look at the crank system that they were using earlier, she actually got to the crank. And we had to teach her how to use it. Open the bridge. To the bridge, and she figured it out while within a half hour. It's incredible. I don't think the lions have figured it out. I'm not really sure. I don't think so. That's why chimpanzees are infinitely maybe might be a little biased. Oh, so the ornaments on, that's a great one. So they're tennis balls. All these items are all non-toxic materials. So the ornaments on the tree was the question. Those are tennis balls, and I don't think they figured it out just yet. But inside the tennis balls are also like seeds. Oh, did they? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's already got one.
Does anybody have any questions here? So we do, every day we have an enrichment program, especially with primates. They have to be enriched constantly. Because they're so intelligent. They need to be constantly stimulated. They can't just be sitting there doing nothing, right? So we do an enrichment program, and every single day is a little different. And that could be anything from seed shakers, so like something with seeds in it that they have to shake to get the seeds out. These guys, they have the ability to use tools, so sometimes we'll give them sticks so that they can kind of put those sticks in like a makeshift like termite mound that they can kind of get things out, and then we try to simulate like they'd be getting bugs out, but really sometimes it's like a little peanut butter with oats on it. Every now and then we've given them in the past like mealworms. We did that a while back, and I tried to give mealworms to one of our chimps that we used to have, and she's recently passed because she was old. She lived a very long life. So I'll always remember her because I went to give her mealworms and she saw what they were. And she kind of like cringed at me. Like, you expect me to eat that? All right, I'm sorry, Swain. Oh. So we never offered those mealworms to her again, but the others appreciate it. I think we just spoiled them here. Mealworms don't sound very appetizing.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the majority of a chimp's day. The majority of a chimp's day should be based around foraging and looking for food. In the wild, it'd be more than half the day. They'd be traveling from territory to territory in search of food. Now in the wild, you have to be careful because you have rival troops. There's very well documented chimp war, the Gombe War. And it was rival chimps, troop chimps. And they would attack each other, coming from their territory to the other. Again, chimpanzees, extremely aggressive animal. That's just how they are. They defend their territory. So in the wild, what the troops will do is they will regularly patrol the borders of their territory. As they're searching for that food, they're also watching for rival troops coming in. And that's pretty normal. And so troops of chimps can be fairly large. Our groups are pretty small in comparison to the wild, usually around 30 or so chimps in a troop, so it's a lot. So again, we were talking about alpha males, it's a very stressful job. Imagine managing 30 chimps, right? So you're constantly having to be on top of all that and make sure that you're keeping it all under control. So it is pretty regular for alphas to be kind of dethroned and have a new guy come up. And I remember reading a report years ago. A chimp had gotten in the wild in Africa had gotten a hold of gas cans, empty gas cans. Wasn't the alpha of his group, but was able to display successfully enough of those cans and was able to cause enough ruckus that he ended up kind of shooting up and kind of dethroning the current leader of that troop. So it was really interesting. So tool usage is also that's pretty smart.
And then he became the alpha.
And then he was the alpha. Yeah, it took a while, but that definitely helped his case. But it's a constant thing, so it's a very stressful job. Benjamin does his job very well. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but as Ben was kind of running to kind of go display at Figment, when they came up on the piers here, Irene kind of shrieked as he was coming up and kind of offered her back. And
Oh, got it. It's really for it's for a person. Yeah. But so deep.